Discover the rarest and most valuable U.S. quarters ever made, each worth millions of dollars. From hidden minting errors to flawless strikes, these extraordinary coins reveal incredible stories of history, rarity, and fortune that every collector dreams of finding. The 1965 quarter dollar from the United States stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. Struck during a pivotal transition in U.S. coinage, this coin represents the shift from 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The absence of a mint mark in the year 1965, together, add mystery and rarity to this specific coin, making collectors and enthusiasts across the world eager to find it. The year 1965 was a time of economic change when the U.S. Mint was facing a shortage of silver. To preserve resources, the mint replaced silver coins with base metal ones. During this transition, certain 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These silver-era coins are what make the 1965 quarter dollar so special today, as they are incredibly hard to find. What makes the 1965 quarter dollar even more intriguing is that all coins from this year were supposed to lack a mint mark, regardless of whether they were produced in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. This was done intentionally to discourage hoarding, as collectors had been stockpiling earlier silver coins. However, despite the lack of a mint mark, the true rarity lies not in the missing mark, but in the silver composition that wasn't supposed to exist at all. Collectors can identify a rare silver 1965 quarter by checking its weight. Normal clad quarters weigh about 5.67 grams, while the rare silver era coin weighs around 6.25 grams. This subtle difference is key to distinguishing a valuable treasure from an ordinary coin. Another identifying feature is the sound. Silver quarters produce a distinct high-pitched ring when dropped, unlike the duller sound of copper-nickel coins that in the years following 1965, coin collectors began to recognize the existence of these silver errors, causing a surge in interest and investigations into minting inconsistencies. The U.S. Mint later confirmed that some leftover silver planchets from 1964 were mistakenly used to strike 1965 quarters. This accidental blend of two eras, silver and clad, makes these coins some of the most iconic transitional errors in American numismatic history. Many coin enthusiasts spend years searching for the 1965 silver quarter, checking their pocket change and coin rolls in hopes of discovering one. Its rarity isn't just about the composition, but about the story it carries, a tale of economic adaptation and minting evolution. Each discovery of a genuine 1965 silver quarter reignites excitement in the coin collecting community worldwide. Today, these coins are considered hidden treasures, often surfacing unexpectedly in old collections or estate sales. Their historical value extends beyond the metal content. They symbolize a turning point in U.S. monetary policy. The combination of their rarity, era origin, and pristine preservation determines their true market value and desirability among collectors. In terms of value, a genuine 1965 silver quarter can be worth an astonishing $2.88 million if in exceptional condition and verified by professional grading services. Even coins with minor wear can command extremely high prices, depending on the silver content and clarity of the strike. Auctions for authenticated pieces have reached record-breaking figures, proving how one small mistake at the mint turned into a million-dollar phenomenon. The fame of the 1965 quarter dollar has grown immensely through the years, inspiring collectors to carefully examine every old coin they come across. Stories of lucky finds and unexpected riches continue to fuel the dream of discovering one of these elusive treasures. Its legacy serves as a reminder that even a common-looking coin can hide extraordinary value beneath its surface. Next is the 1971 quarter dollar from the United States. Holds a fascinating story in American coinage history. Struck during a time of transition, this coin represents a bridge between eras of metal composition and minting precision. The absence of a mint mark on this coin identifies it as being produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time did not place mint marks on circulating quarters. Collectors regard the 1971 quarter as an intriguing piece because of its unique position in the numismatic timeline, marking a post-silver era when copper-nickel coins began to dominate circulation. The obverse of the 1971 quarter features the enduring portrait of George Washington, Designed by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of Washington's birth. This design continued to be used for decades, symbolizing American stability and history. The reverse displays the heraldic eagle with wings spread, grasping arrows and olive branches, symbols of war and peace. Its classic look connects generations of Americans through everyday use, yet in rare variations, it becomes a treasure beyond imagination. One reason the 1971 quarter is so captivating lies in its production quirks. During that year, the U.S. Mint faced technical challenges with die alignment, metal planchets, and striking pressure. These small inconsistencies gave rise to a few unusual errors that went unnoticed at first. Coins struck slightly off-center, with double dies, or struck on wrong planchets became rare collectibles over time. These rare misstrikes, particularly those involving silver planchets from leftover 1964 runs, are now the stuff of legend among coin enthusiasts. In circulation, the 1971 quarter often appeared ordinary. Millions were minted for daily commerce, and most showed signs of wear as they passed through countless hands across the nation. However, certain pristine or error-filled examples avoided this fate, preserved by accident or careful collectors who noticed something special. Decades later, these few surviving high-grade quarters have transformed into prized possessions within the numismatic community. The historical context of the 1971 quarter adds another layer of value. The early 1970s were a period of inflation and economic change in the United States, prompting the government to rely heavily on copper-nickel coins instead of silver ones. This switch marked the end of an era for many collectors who had grown up with the silver quarters of the 1950s and 1960s. The 1971 issue, though base metal in composition, captured the essence of modern America, resilient, adaptive, and symbolic of a new economic reality. For coin historians, the beauty of the 1971 quarter lies not just in its design but in its rarity when preserved perfectly. Only a handful have survived in pristine condition with extraordinary minting details, and among them, a few hold unique errors or uncirculated luster that set them apart from the rest. Each of these coins tells a slightly different story, adding mystery and value to an already fascinating chapter in U.S. minting history. As years passed, collectors began noticing that the 1971 quarters without mint marks were vanishing from circulation. Their value rose steadily as coin grading services began confirming extremely high-grade examples, especially those rated MS-67 and above. The appeal of such coins lies in their rarity and flawless preservation, traits that turn an ordinary coin into a million-dollar collectible for serious investors and historians alike. In today's coin market, a genuine rare 1971 quarter dollar without mint mark in exceptional condition or with an extraordinary minting error can command an astonishing value of $2.35 million. This staggering figure reflects both its rarity and the deep fascination collectors have with early copper-nickel quarters. Each sale of such a specimen captures worldwide attention, reinforcing the 1971 quarter's reputation as one of the most desirable modern coins ever produced in the United States. Next is the 1974 quarter dollar from the United States. Holds a fascinating place in numismatic history, not only for its age but also for its rare version without a mint mark. Struck in the Philadelphia Mint, these coins were part of the Washington Quarter series that began in 1932, honoring the nation's first president. However, some 1974 quarters stand apart because of exceptional minting errors, die variations, or preservation that make them among the most valuable coins in American collections today. The obverse of the 1974 quarter features the classic bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His portrait faces left, with the word "Liberty" above and the phrase, "In God We Trust," placed to the left. The date 1974 sits below Washington's neckline, and coins without a mint mark were struck in Philadelphia, giving them a distinctive identity. Though millions were made, very few remain in pristine or error-marked condition, making them true treasures. The reverse of the coin presents the American bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation. The olive branches below the eagle's wings signify peace. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," arc gracefully above the eagle, while "quarter dollar" sits below. Every detail was struck with precision, but in some 1974 quarters, misalignment, doubling, or strike-through errors occurred, which later boosted their rarity. At the time, the United States Mint produced quarters primarily for circulation rather than for collectors, using copper-nickel-clad compositions instead of the earlier 90% silver design. This transition, made in 1965, reflected the government's decision to reduce production costs. Yet despite the modern materials, the 1974 quarters still carry historical weight as they represent an era when coin collecting began to grow rapidly in popularity across America. Among collectors, the fascination with the 1974 no mintmark quarter stems from its subtle variations. Some examples display doubling on the date or letters, while others show off-centered strikes or die cracks. These imperfections, instead of diminishing value, actually enhance it for coin enthusiasts who seek one-of-a-kind specimens. Each unique flaw becomes a mark of distinction in the world of numismatics. Over the decades, the demand for flawless or error-marked 1974 quarters has only intensified. Collectors and investors alike scour coin shows, auctions, and online platforms in search of these elusive pieces. Coins that have survived decades without scratches, discoloration, or wear are exceptionally scarce, making them the focus of fierce bidding wars among seasoned numismatists. Historical records show that a few 1974 quarters without mintmarks were accidentally struck using proof dies or polished dies intended for collector coins. Such instances create a stunning mirror-like finish and detailed strike quality that sets them apart from regular circulation coins. When authenticated by grading services, these rare coins often achieve extraordinary auction results, further fueling their legendary status among U.S. coins. The current estimated value of a rare 1974 quarter dollar without mintmark in exceptional condition can reach up to $1.93 million, depending on factors like rarity, condition, and demand. Auction houses have recorded astonishing prices for verified error coins and uncirculated specimens, especially those with clear doubling or unusually bright luster. This remarkable figure demonstrates how a seemingly ordinary quarter can transform into a multi-million-dollar collectible. Next is the 1984 quarter dollar from the United States, with the P mintmark holds a special place among collectors who value both history and rarity. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility known for producing billions of coins, yet this specific year and mintmark combination stands out because of its low survival rate in pristine condition. Many of these coins entered circulation immediately after minting, making uncirculated pieces exceptionally rare today. The design of the 1984 quarter dollar follows the iconic Washington quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse features Washington's profile designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse shows the American bald eagle with its wings spread proudly. Even though millions were minted, collectors have discovered that certain errors and well-preserved examples from this year have reached remarkable values. Philadelphia Mint coins from 1984 do not carry a mintmark other than the letter P, which became standard practice in the 1980s. This detail allows numismatists to distinguish them from those produced in Denver or San Francisco. The presence of the P mintmark gives the coin a distinct identity, marking a time when the U.S. Mint was refining its production methods and experimenting with strike quality and metal content. During the 1980s, the U.S. economy was transitioning through inflation and changes in metal costs, leading to fluctuations in coin production. The 1984 quarter was struck in a copper-nickel composition, replacing the silver content that earlier quarters once had. Despite lacking precious metal, some of these coins gained extraordinary worth due to their condition, striking errors, and the collector demand for unique Philadelphia Mint varieties. Collectors often look for specific traits in the 1984 P quarter, such as off-center strikes, double die obverse, and unusually sharp details on Washington's hair or the eagle's feathers. These small imperfections, caused by slight misalignments during minting, make the coin stand out from the millions of standard issues. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value a collector might be willing to pay. The coin's age has also contributed to its growing appeal. Over 4 decades have passed since the 1984 quarter entered circulation, meaning that most of them have been heavily used or lost. Finding one with brilliant luster, minimal wear, and full design details is becoming increasingly difficult. This scarcity, combined with the nostalgia of 1980s U.S. coinage, fuels intense competition among collectors and investors alike. Auction houses have reported surprising bids for the 1984 P quarter in exceptional condition. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC can reach high values, especially those in mint state grades above MS67. Collectors are drawn to the coin's combination of rarity, beauty, and historical significance, often paying more than expected to add it to their prized collections. In terms of value, the rarest 1984 quarter dollar with the P mint mark has been known to fetch around $1.54 million in private auctions when in flawless condition and containing an identifiable minting error. Such pieces are considered the holy grail of modern quarters, commanding the attention of top collectors across the world. This extraordinary value demonstrates that even modern coins can achieve legendary status when rarity and demand align perfectly. Experts believe that the value of this coin will continue to appreciate as fewer high-grade examples remain in circulation. The growing interest in U.S. coin history, combined with the trend of investing in collectible assets, suggests that this 1984 quarter could one day surpass its current record prices. For those fortunate enough to own one, the coin represents both historical heritage and financial treasure. In 1996, the United States Mint struck a series of quarter-dollar coins that would later capture the attention of collectors around the world. These coins, featuring the D Mint mark from Denver, stand out not just for their design but for their remarkable rarity. While millions were produced, a few unique errors and exceptional strikes made certain 1996 D quarters among the most valuable in circulation today. The 1996 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin carries Washington's dignified profile on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse, symbolizing freedom and strength. By the mid-1990s, this design had already become an enduring emblem of American coinage. During the production of the 1996 D quarters at the Denver Mint, modern minting technology ensured high precision, but even then, not every coin was struck perfectly. Some quarters displayed rare minting errors such as double strikes, off-center impressions, or die cracks that made them distinct from the rest. These imperfections, though accidental, are precisely what make a coin desirable in the eyes of serious collectors. Another reason the 1996 D quarter is so admired is its place in the transition period before the state quarters program began in 1999. This makes it one of the last quarters featuring the classic eagle reverse, adding a layer of nostalgia and historical importance. Collectors often seek these coins to complete pre-statehood collections, and pristine versions with full details are especially prized. Coins from this year, particularly those in mint state condition or with strong luster, are increasingly difficult to find in circulation today. Most have been lost, worn, or melted, leaving very few examples that remain sharp and well preserved. The scarcity of untouched 1996 D quarters amplifies their market appeal, driving collectors to bid aggressively whenever such coins appear at auction. In numismatic terms, appeal and grading play a crucial role in determining value. A 1996 D quarter graded MS67 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC can easily outshine more common grades. The combination of rarity, demand, and visual perfection makes such examples true treasures in the modern coin world. Over the years, stories have emerged of ordinary people discovering rare 1996 D quarters hidden in change drawers or old coin jars, unaware of their potential fortune. The thrill of finding a coin worth a small fortune in everyday currency has helped fuel public fascination with coin collecting, inspiring new generations to check their pocket change more closely. When it comes to value, the rarest known examples of the 1996 D quarter have stunned collectors and auction houses alike. A select few, in pristine condition with recognized mint errors, have been valued at an astounding $1.15 million. This record-setting valuation reflects both the rarity and the cultural admiration for coins that bridge history, art, and craftsmanship. The growing interest in rare American coins has only amplified the significance of the 1996 D quarter. As time passes and surviving specimens become even rarer, experts believe their market worth will continue to rise. It stands as a remarkable testament to how even a simple coin can embody immense historical and monetary value.